in the previous session, someone asked me to show you guys how one could use the trend lines. So it's simple. You just click on the trend line box. So same thing. We have 124. We need to move 124 pips. So now we take out our 2 for pip counting or pip counting 2. Then we mark the corner right here. It needs to be perfect. So we stretch it out up to 124. We have about 124 here. Exactly right here. So we just need to reduce exactly. As you can see, it's now pip counting exactly. Now this trend line is 124 pips. So we're just going after we measure it and we confirm it's 124 pips, we then just duplicate it. We just need to duplicate it just like this. Then after the duplicate, we then move it to the next stop point. Then we duplicate it again for the next level. So just simply the same thing with the rectangles. This is how we count level ADR levels using the trend lines, and that's how we use the check the first video on how to count using the vertical rectangles right there. So moving on to the third way that we could count levels using, and that is called the Asian box stacking. It's another method. It's the third method that we use to count levels. So what is an Asian box? What is Asian box stacking? An Asian box, it is that big blue box that is formed during the Asian session. I think you can see on the templates. You are now all familiar with it by now. You are all now familiar with it by now. So that's the big blue box that is formed during the Asian session, and it is called Asian session consolidation in full. But in short, we're just going to be calling it the Asian box because we now know what it is. So we can also count levels using it. So how do we do it? As you can see from the previous week, we have our level 3 here, and in it it's its own Asian box in it. So that's a confirmation that this is level 3. So we now need to count levels into the by the way, I'll tell you which method is my favorite method on counting levels right after when you're done. So for level 1, we notice that we don't need to hurry into level 1 first. We now need to hurry in finding the first Asian box, and that's here. Then we call it the level 1. Then we look for the next Asian box, and we call it our level 2, as you can see right here. Then we look for the third Asian box right here, and that would be our Asian 3. So now we don't just base counting levels on Asian box counting only, but then we have talked about 2 more methods of counting levels. and the first one being 2.5 days to 5 days of rise or drop, and the second one being ADR accounting. So this is just for confirmation. We now have the Asian box taking, so we just combine it with the other two. Now we have three and we're still counting. We get up to six, guys. I know we have four official methods, but they get up to six. We'll talk about those. So we just count the Asians taking. It is as easy as it is right now. So for the third one, we can notice that we have our third Asian box right here, and indicating that this is now Asian three. Sorry, this is now level three. So we can either now use ADR level counting that we just talked about. Check the ADR for this pair, then we mark either a straight line or a rectangle. We measure it up to the ADR for that pair, then we just duplicate and place each one on each stop band. And I'm sure the three times ADR would be up to this point. That's how we confirm. So we now don't need to be confused by these other Asian boxes that we are saying are in the same level, because we can see that this is clearly consolidation, for they are all on the same level of consolidation. So these are all just three levels, for they are all on the same level. They share the same level. So that's Asian box taking for you guys. That's the third method of counting levels. It's really simple, guys. It's really simple, easy. So moving on to the next pair, we're starting off from the reset. We'll talk about resets. So basically, a reset is just a peak. So when you see where it's written reset, it just means peak. It's just a new peak. That's now called reset. So here where it's written reset, it's just the same as peak. So from the peak, we have level 1, level 2, level 3. So in the peak right here, in the reset, you can see that there are three Asian boxes that are on the same level, that are consolidating in the same range, in the same level. So we just conclude that this is the same level, and this is a reset. It can also be a peak or level 1 or level 2, whatever. We've been seeing consolidation of days in one level, so it does not surprise us now. So let's count our Asian boxes. The first Asian box, we see that we have our first Asian box here, and our and that's our first level. Our second Asian box, and that's our second level. Then we have the third Asian box, and that's our third level. So we have three Asian boxes. So as a method of confirming, we use the other two methods that we talked about in the previous video on counting levels to confirm. So let's move on with the slides on Asian staking. As you can see, the boxes are the Asian's accumulation as per Steve's drawing. Yes, this is as per Steve Mauer's drawing, the originator and the owner of this strategy that you're using, and my mentor on this strategy, BTMM. So agent staking, wow, you can see this is the agent stack. This is the agent box from the from the peak. This is a this is indicating the peak. Then for level 1, Monday. For level 2, Tuesday. Then level 3, Wednesday. We experience what we call a reset. That's the level 3. That's also called a reset. Then we now have levels going up, as levels going continuing on a bigger time frame. On a bigger time frame, this level 3 is called a reset, and this going up is continuing. This is called continuing. This going up, this counting, this rising of levels is called continuation on a bigger time frame, on a higher time frame. It's called continuation. It is continuation. It is just on this smaller time frame where these are just more intraday moves. These are just more intraday moves. So for these three Asian boxes in here, these are just on the same level due to consolidation. You can see price here is consolidating. Price is on the same level, in the same range. It's the same range. That's why. So we just indicate it is just indicate it just indicate it as one level. So we count levels. We now count levels rising up. Level 1, level 2 according to the agent stacking. You see agent stack 1, level 1, agent stack 2, level 2, agent stack 3, level 3. Simple as that. Simple as ABC. So agent stacking again, level 3. This from the previous week, previous day. Then level 1 here. We start counting our Asian boxes. Asian box 1, level 1, Asian box 2, Asian box 3. We then confirm this is the peak formation eye here. Level 3 indicated level 3 here. This is the peak formation eye. Yeah, peak formation eye. Take note of that. This is the level 1. This is the level 2. And this is the level 3. So we just confirm it using the previous talked about methods of counting level. I keep on repeating the same statements. You guys, you need to get this. This needs to stick. So combining, it makes it more solid and forms one solid thing. So imagine stretching out our ADR here, counting ADR level 1, ADR level 2, ADR level 3 here, confirming that this is surely level 3 and price is surely reversing. This is a peak formation low, and you can see here by W being formed. So hey, BTM is just the real solution to this to forex trading as a whole. BTMM is just the solution to forex trading. I don't want to lie to you. You can see everything should be making sense by now, but don't worry, it will make sense as we go. It will make more sense, even way more sense as we be getting more into the strategy. So peak formation low is indicated by this W right here. Trap induction, trap induction, trap shift. price went into level 1 and just continue counting. Level 1 here, level 2 will be here, level 3, just goes on and on. Either it resets or do whatever, we don't know, we just confirm as we go. Asian box taking in consolidation, as we said, consolidation makes days or Asian boxes to be in the same level, to be counted as the same level. It is because of consolidating. As you can see, these boxes are in the same range and they are on one level. They're indicated on one level here. So our peak is formed and it's given here. Then level 1 is also given here. Our two Asian boxes in the level 1 and Asian box in level 2 and the Asian box in level 3. It is like this. It is like this. So that's it on Asian box counting. So again, it's the same statement. Do not use only one method of level counting on its own. Link them together. Link them. Make them work together. They have to work together. They have to work together. They have to work together. And now talking about this fourth one, you need to pay particular attention, for it is the most important thing that I think I've said tonight. Is this part on EMA crosses. EMA crosses being the fourth method of level counting. So this is the best method according to me and according to other PTMM mentors of EMA crosses. It also still has to be used together with the other methods of counting, mind you. Please take note of that. It also still needs to be used with the other three. They work together. That's why it came forth, because it also need the others, and the others also need this method, so they link together. So for this one, I hope you're taking notes on this one. I don't have a certain slide for these three to four notes that I'm going to give. For level 1, we see level 1. This is on the H1 time frame. We see that this is level 1 by 13 and 50 EMA cross. I repeat, level 1 is 13 and 50 EMA cross, and on that same point, that 13 and 15 EMA cross that is being said is level 1. It is also called peak lock. It is called peak lock. 1350 cross, EMA cross. It is also called peak lock, meaning once the 13 and the 50 EMAs cross, the peak formation high or the peak formation low would have been locked. So this is like the confirmation. It's confirmation that once the two cross over, it means that the peak or the level 3 that you are seeing, or that you have been doubting or whatever, it has just been confirmed and it is true. You were right. That was the peak formation high, or that was the peak formation low. That was the level 3. So for level 2 now, for level 2 on the H1, this is on the H1. This is on the H1. For level 2, for level 2, 50 and 200 EMAs should cross. For level 2, 50 and 200 EMAs should cross. For level 3, 50 and 800 should cross. Oh, the 200 and the 800 should cross. Oh, the EMAs will just be fanned out, meaning the EMAs will be moving away from the other. There will be great space from the other, sort of like they'll be opening up, fanning up, creating space between the other, sort of like they are repelling the other. Imagine putting two magnets together, they'll be acting like they are two like poles, they'll be repelling the other. That's what being fanned out. So on level 3 we have three options. It's either there is a 50. I'm sorry about the glitch, must have been my network. Okay, so my time is running out already. So I hope you were taking note of of the of the levels. So I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back on the third session now with these EMA crosses on with this method of counting levels and the other remaining the extras. Those extras are for those who are going to continue with me into the third session, meaning into the third hour. That's so powerful, guys. That's so supportive. So I've opened up the chat box so that you guys can ask, comment, or suggest. Okay, yeah, it's not open. You guys can ask as we wait for we have about 8 minutes to do that. Then we end this session and start again another third session. This is the third session. This is for serious people now. For even more serious, you guys were serious. I don't want to lie. You guys are serious, but the next one is for even more serious people. For I know that the number is going to drop. This video is going to be uploaded. The same with the next video that we're going to do. For those who are going to miss it, don't worry. You just need to check the channels for the links. Everything will be there for you. You won't miss anything. You won't miss out on anything. So on the questions, let me, oh, it's very big. We couldn't hear the levels. We couldn't hear the levels by EMA crosses. Yeah. I'm talking about that in the next video. For this one is and it's about to end. It's about to end in 7 minutes. I think. I think. Oh, I was breaking up. Don't worry. I think the best thing to do is to watch the recorded video. The recorded video that I will be posting. It must be my network. I'm really sorry about that. I apologize. My network was bad for today. My network, I don't know what's happening with my network provider. I don't know what's happening on their side. It was bad today. So I think that's why I was breaking up, if I was breaking up. So yes, it is work. No, I'm not sure if it's work time 1.5, but I think it's something. It's in the same line. So it's in the same line, along the same line. It's along those lines. Work time, I'll confirm. I'll confirm. But I'm sure work time 1.5 should also work if it's different from this one. Should also work. What's the indicator code for the Asian boxes? The Asian boxes, it comes with the work time. Come on, it comes with the work time that you are indicating here. With these work times, which pay all forex currency pairs work with this strategy. That's the beautiful part. All forex currency pairs either. It's just that I have my personal favorites. Anyone is allowed to have their favorite pairs. I have my own favorite pairs. That's GBP, JPY, and GBP USD. Anyone and everyone should have their own favorite pairs. You should not have a favorite pair just because someone you follow or someone who taught you it's their favorite pair and you just hop onto it. But then if you get used to it and get to like it and get to fall in love with it too, then that will be fine. That will be fine. But all currency pairs work well, perfect with this strategy. Check the channel, but the indicator isn't there. Can you kindly repost them if possible? Okay, you're watching my screen, right? Let me show you. Let me show you. So what you do is once you're in this channel, we are in this channel. I hope you're all in this channel. This BTMM complete course, sorry. Oh, for mentorship. All those who want mentorship, hit my inbox, my Telegram inbox. We talk about it there. Talk about the recruitment and all those things there. Hit my inbox on Telegram. It's at let me write. That's my Telegram. That's my Telegram. So once you're in this channel, click this pinned message here written starting point. Once you click it, it's going to take you all the way up to the very first post of this channel. You're going to see here the starting point. Welcome to this. You're going to see the schedule, starting schedule, the essentials. It is on this essentials, this part of essentials. The Steve, you're going to get the Steve Morrow PDF, the glossary. Then here it's written indicators. I hope you're all seeing this. It's written indicators. For PC, MT4 only, follow instructions. So there's this installer here. You can simply install it, just one click, 2, 3, 4 clicks, simple. After install it, it's all done. Then there are these particular indicators. These are the ones that I use. How to install. There's actually I put up a PDF on how to install the BTMM installer. You should check it out. Then for these are the indicators that I use. There are these indicators. You just download them, all of these indicators. Then you just take them and paste them into your indicators folder for your broker or for your MT4. The instructions are here. Put those indicators in the indicator folder of MT4. Everything is here. It's really simple, guys. Then this is the template. The instruction also follows. Then for MT5, the same thing. The indicators, they are here, guys. Everything is here. Everything is here. More questions, more questions, more questions, more questions. Ask, 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 ask. You guys, you're special. You managed to join again. More questions before we end this video and restart another video again. And for those who are not going to be able to make it for that third video, it's fine. The link will be posted in the channel, the same channel that I have just showed you, the same channel with the indicators. And my favorite pairs, I've talked about that. Let me talk about it again. My favorite pairs are GBP, JPY, and GBP USD. They are right here on the screen, right here. They're right here. They're right here. These are my favorite pairs. My brokers know this. Yes, there's a part 3 tonight. There is a part 3 tonight. These are my favorite pairs. These are my favorite pairs. GBP. USD, GU and GJ. As you can see, I like having them like this next to each other. They're brothers to me. They're twins to me. I love them equally. More questions, more questions. So on favorite pairs, this does not simply mean that I'm trying to say that this should also be your favorite pairs. No, this depends with people, with what you like. With it might be the name, it might be the pay, it might be the country that the pay is from, it might be anything. It might be the volatility, it might be the steadiness, it might be the PIP value, it might be anything that could make you fall in love with any pay. You kept breaking up. Could you restart the connection during the break? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Thank you. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll make sure that I do that. Maybe I'll try I'll try a different connection. I'll try a different connection. So my time is up now.